In the heart of the dense jungle stood an old decrepit house built by my grandfather. It had been home to my family to the generations. Despite of its age, the house was sturdy, but it harbored the dark secret that had been driving many of my uncles and their families to the city. They spoke of a ghost that haunted the house. But my grandfather, a man of reason, dismissed these tales as mere superstition. One fateful night, 40 years ago, my grandfather decided to investigate the source of the eerie occurrences. He ventured into the unused bathroom located behind the house, a place avoided by all due to its sinister reputation. As he opened the creaking door, a chill ran down his spine. The air inside was thick with an oppressive silence, broken only by the distant howl of an owl. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night. My grandfather's voice echoed through the house, and then silence. My family rushed to the bathroom, only to find him unconscious on the floor, blood seeping from the wall that dragged him out, but the bleeding continued, staining the floor with dark, crimson pools. From that night on, the bathroom door remained unopened. The blood would appear every night, seeping from the cracks and pooling on the floor, as if the house itself was bleeding. My grandfather never spoke of what he saw, but his eyes held a haunted look, a silent testimony to the horrors he had witnessed. Years passed, and the house grew quieter. My grandmother, now the sole occupant, lived in the constant fear. The bleeding had stopped, but the oppressive atmosphere remained. One stormy night, as lightning illuminated the sky, she heard the faint whisper coming from the bathroom. The door, which has remained shut for decades, creaked open on its own. Terrified, my grandmother pushed the door, her heart pounding in her chest. As she peered inside, she saw a figure standing in the shadows. It was my grandfather, or rather, a twisted version of him. His eyes were hollowed, and blood dripped from his mouth. He reached out to her, his fingers elongated and claw-like. With a scream, my grandmother slammed the door shut and fled the house. She never returned. Leaving the house rooted in the jungle, the bathroom door remained unopened, a silent guardian of the horrors within. But the memory of the night lingered, a dark stain in our family's history. To this day, the house standing abandoned, a relic of bygone era. To this day, the house stands abandoned, a relic of a bygone era. The jungle has reclaimed it, beings creeping over the walls and through the windows. And on stormy nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint whispers of the ghost that haunts the house. A reminder of the terror that once gripped my family